Hi, my name is John Rubin, and this is an essay for the YouTube School of Social Politics. This is actually kind of a two-part collaboration between myself and Sohrab Kashani. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Sohrab lives in Tehran, Iran. And when Sam Gould was coming into to Pittsburgh, where I teach at Carnegie Mellon University, I thought it might be an interesting idea. Sohrab and I have been working on a project together looking at Tehran and how it's been politicized and portrayed in the media. And so I thought it was a good idea, a good opportunity to present sort of similarities and differences between both of the cities we live in, Pittsburgh and Tehran, and use YouTube as a kind of resource to explore that notion of representation or misrepresentation. So basically, I think the entire essay is kind of a call and response. I would pick a video and put it up online, and Sohrab would choose a video that he felt was kind of response to that, and vice versa. And as you see, as you watch the videos, there's a lot of maybe similarities thematically, but the way in which things sort of play out in specifics of each city or culture is very unique. You know, instances of, let's see, I mean, the first video are two rappers, a rapper from Tehran, and rap is fairly recent phenomenon, maybe 5 years, 6 years old, and a rapper from Pittsburgh, and obviously rap has been prevalent in the States for a long time now. And you know, the Tehranian rapper is you know, much more political in his content, whereas the Pittsburgh rapper is much more sort of traditional and American rapper, sort of self-aggrandizing. And then I think we moved through some other videos. One of the remarkable ones to me was this was around the time of the G20 summit that was actually occurring in Pittsburgh, and there were a series of protests that went on. Relatively tame. I mean, Pittsburgh did become something of a police state, but that in relationship to the recent protests that have been going on post-election in Iran is frankly nothing. And finding the most turnout for a Pittsburgh political rally really was difficult. Actually, what I found was that the Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowls are probably the most volatile gatherings of people in the streets, whereas you know, at a soccer match, which is showed in a video subsequently after the Steelers parade video in Tehran in Azadi Stadium, you know, there's some people who sort of impromptu start chanting kind of political slogans about you know, the recent elections. And what's interesting is, you know, there's not a lot of opportunities to legally get together, and so, you know, there at a sporting event, what breaks out is actually kind of political continuity and you know, I guess voice that if you don't have a lot of public situations, it seems like when people come together, they value the situations more. And not that we don't, perhaps they value them differently is a better way of saying that. One of the other things that's, you know, at the end of the videos is graffiti, looking at graffiti in Pittsburgh and graffiti in Tehran. And again, what was interesting, you know, for this project, we actually brought together live, we did a sort of presentation via Skype with students from Tehran, art students from Tehran with art students from the school I teach at. And we had a discussion about graffiti and, you know, the culture of graffiti here and there. And again, what was interesting is here, you know, the students or graffiti artists would actually tend to just, you know, tag their names or, you know, again, it was sort of about notoriety, self-aggrandizement. Whereas in Tehran, where the opportunities for this type of public expression are rare, the graffiti was a lot more politicized, and just seemed like an organic and natural way in which you know, it should occur there. There's a whole series of videos, and you can watch and see how we kind of went back and forth. Some of them silly, some of them quite serious, and So we'll have a video response to this video as well. And it's snowing outside right now. I've got this iPhone on my windowsill, and it's snowing in Tehran perhaps at the same time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's probably a lot more to say, but I have no idea how long this thing even goes. Okay.